Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday, which means it's a Cricut tutorial, and I am sharing with you guys the SVG that I've created for Mickey ears. Guys, this is gonna be a game changer. It's gonna work for sewing Mickey ears, for no-sew Mickey ears, and it's going to save space on any material that you are cutting. You'll notice that I have got this fun, really thick, like glittery cardstock. It's kind of hard to tell what it actually is. It's from Hobby Lobby, but I used the maker to cut this. So now, if you're using if you want to cut fabric, the maker is obviously going to be best for this. But the Explorer series is not a bad idea because you can be able to cut the thin foam, you can cut acetate, you can cut all that stuff. So I'm sharing with you guys just how I would use my SVG that I've created. It has been free to the patrons for a while, but now it's free to you guys, and it's on my blog, so check that out. And the SVG is specifically made for the Cricut, so if you're not using the Cricut, then the SVG won't work for you. But you guys can check this video out if you don't have one. You can see exactly how the Cricut would help benefit making Mickey ears. Maybe you make a ton all the time, or maybe you sell some. So let's get going. Hey guys, welcome back to Cricut Design Space. I am super excited about this tutorial because it's been in the long time coming. Okay, so what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna teach you how to use my new SVG. I'm just gonna pretend like we're gonna re-upload it ourselves. And this SVG is actually gonna be called Mickey Ears. So the awesome part about this tutorial, or this template that I've created, is that it takes out so many of the steps. So if you have the maker, we're just going to insert this into our Cricut Design Space, and it's already an SVG, so it's in these layers. I just wanted to show you guys what each layer is, and you will have to do a couple things to this before you're ready to go. But you're gonna go ahead, this little circles right here are for your foam. So let's just go ahead, that's this layer right here. We're just gonna turn the eyeball off on that so we don't see it, because we're just gonna deal with the fabric right now. And then later on, when you wanna do the foam, just when this is resized, that will resize with it. So just turn all of these off and turn that back on, and then you'll be ready for the foam. The only reason I didn't want to deal with the foam right now is because you can choose to either draw on a foam so that you can cut it yourself, or you can try to cut with the maker or your Explorer, depending on what you're using. But for the fabric, let's just turn these off and get ready to use our fabric. So there's two lines here. So just to make sure you're on the right line, go ahead and hide one of them and unhide it. So that'll show you which one this is. We want to turn this layer by clicking on the little scissors right here. We want to turn this into a right line, like W-R-I-T-E, not correct. So we're going to just click the right, and now it looks like a little pen over here, and we're gonna come over here and we're gonna make sure we get the other one, and that's this one, and we're gonna make that right, okay? And so now that we have the lines ready, this is going to draw our sewing line, and it's going to cut our fabric. And the nice thing about this is it's gonna cut all the way around, and then you're gonna get those nice Mickey ear arches inside here to go on your headband or your hat or wherever. So we're saving space on fabric here by not having to, put it everywhere all over the fabric. Now we're gonna just resize this. Make sure that it is the size that you want them. If you want baby ears or adult ears or jumbo ears, you can just resize these. So typically I like my pieces to be 5 inches. So I'm just gonna look at this from here to here and see that it's 5 inches pretty much. And I'm just gonna maybe make it a little bit bigger so that my ears are about 4 inches. And if I really need to see, I can pull this over. It's a little bit bigger than 4, but that's perfect for me. So you can make them bigger or smaller depending on what you want to do. So now all we have to do is click make it, and actually we have one more step. You'll notice that it separated it. We don't want it to do that. We want to go back and we want to select everything and we want to attach it. And what that's going to do, okay, so let's detach it really quick. If you're cutting the same fabric go ahead and attach the whole thing. But if you're only cutting one of these, you don't want to attach all of them together. Like if you're cutting different fabrics for each ear. So let's just attach the whole thing and click make it. And then this is going to get it ready for us to load our fabric. Okay, so here's a bunch of the materials that I used to make Mickey ears with my Cricut, and I will have videos on how to cut all of these materials soon. But I'm going to continue with the fabric so that you guys can see how the SVG works with the fabric. So I'm just going to upload it into Cricut Design Space and do exactly what I showed you to do in the Design Space portion tutorial part of this tutorial. And then just click make it, and then it's going to send it to the mat. And then we're just going to use a fabric mat, which is the pink mat that you can get. And I'm just going to use basic fabric for this so I can show you exactly how it works. We're going to load our blade and our rotary blade and our pen into the machine so that it can do all the work. So just make sure that all of your bubbles are nice and out of your fabric. And then we're just going to make sure that the rotary blade is installed. The Cricut machine, the software will not let you cut without the correct blade. If you have the maker, it will test the blade and it'll let you know if you have the wrong one in. So now we are going to just load our mat and let the blade do its work. I guess I did not get footage of it drawing, but you would load the pen tool and the blade, and then when you select go, it will do all of the work for you. So we're just going to find the right type of fabric that we have, and I believe I was just using like a regular cotton fabric, so I just chose cotton, and then you can choose from all of these different ones. So depending on what fabric that you're using, just pick it and it will set the pressure and all of that. You won't have to worry about anything. And as you can see, there are tons of fabrics to choose from. You can literally cut so many things with this. So it took me a second to find it, and once I did, I realized that we were cutting cotton. And then I just loaded it. Like I said, put your pen in and let the SVG guide you. It will do the drawing and the cutting, and then you'll have ears ready to go. And if you want to do a no-sew version, just use the line that writes as the cut line, and then delete the outer line. So like I said, it's checking the blade to make sure that you have the correct blade in, and it will not go if it doesn't see that it has the right blade in. And then it'll just do its thing and it will cut.